YouTube! Like, share, subscribe. Let's ride. Y'all already know how we get down, man. We finna go ahead and jump into this video. Basically, this video is a reaction video, man. Y'all been spamming me, wanting me to look at this for so long. And I finally gave in. I got my sandwich with me, you feel me? I got my cold beverage, you dig? And we finna jump into this life of Munchie B. He's supposed to be like one of the biggest bloods ever. Like, you know what I mean? He was killing so many Crips, man, and putting so many of his ops down that they had parties when they thought he was dead. So he was finna go ahead and jump into it, bro. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button, comment below what else you want me to react to, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Y'all ready? Let's get it.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the life of Munchie B. Munchie B was born in Inglewood, California, into a family full of bloods. His father was from the 89 family Swans, which is considered one of the deadliest blood sets of all time. And his older brother is from Crenshaw Mafia. He grew up in a nice two-parent household, in the middle-class, yet gang-infested neighborhood of Morningside Park. As a youth, he enjoyed playing sports, in particular football and basketball, but eventually the gang life took over. In the 8th grade, Munchie officially got his put on and was a member of the Inglewood family Bloods, and things would get real from that point. One afternoon after school let out, Munchie and fellow Blood members were walking to the Carl's Jr. on Manchester. When they arrived at Carl's, a car pulls up. A few men wearing green hop out and walk past Munchie's group into the Carl's Jr. Them wearing all green signified that they were from Hustlers, who was an enemy to the Inglewood families and NHP. A physical altercation ensued, which ended up with the Bloods beating up the Hustlers and taking their food. After the markout, Munchie and a few others make their way to the Inglewood swap meet on foot. A few minutes later, a car pulls up and lets off numerous shots. Munchie down. 3 more shots. Another Blood down. Munchie got hit in the arm and another bullet grazed him in the head. He was admitted to the UCLA hospital, where they stapled him up. He left there with a red cast and was out trooping on Crenshaw and Manchester the next day. In hindsight, the attempt on Munchie's life would turn him up on max. Part 1 of Munchie's rampage. He allegedly slid on every last one of his enemies repeatedly, from the 30s to the 100s, legend Crips, and even participated in putting in work on Queen Street, where the Inglewood families were once engaged in a blood-on-blood war. Munchie was relentless, and everyone knew he was out for blood. He allegedly had people scared to come out the house, terrorizing and chasing down 9-0s through Jesse Owens Park. He was wreaking so much havoc, even his enemies had to give him his credit.
Oh, Munchie B, you know what, cuz? Let me tell you something about Munchie B, bro. That's on the damn him. Cuz was pulling up. Cuz was doing it, like, he made shit interesting. He made shit fun and whatever. But then I went to the county and I was squabbling niggas and shit. And like, and then the homie Twin from 107, he was like, yeah, E-Man. Munchie be on some weird shit, bro. But it's like, I know he made shit interesting. I know Cuz made shit interesting on the hood because, nigga, he was the only niggas coming through the hundreds. He was the only niggas coming through our sides. But, you know, whatever Cuz got to say, I'm not going to say nothing about Cuz because, like I said, I know Cuz came through. Cuz went to Washington. Like I said, ain't that on the block side? I'm pretty sure that's on the block side. Cuz went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cuz. But I'm pretty sure that was on the block side. But you know, that's we just gonna let that go.
And on the other hand, many of his enemies despised him, which spoke volumes of what type of problem he was. Over time, Munchie became the biggest trophy in his hood, with the highest rank. In 2010, Munchie had the city buzzing when he and 30 other Inglewood family Bloods marched to Nipsey Hussle's clothing store, which was then Slauson Tees, and tore up the whole establishment and took all of the clothes. Allegedly, a few Rolling 60s were there, but had to flee when the mob of family stormed in. Hours later, Nipsey, as well as a gang of other NHs, slid back through Inglewood heavy. Prior to Nipsey rapping, apparently Munchie and Nipsey didn't cross paths much, as Munchie claimed to not have known of Nipsey.
Nipsey named Thundercat from 60s, right? Well, I never heard of him before rapping. They hood 9 blocks down. And bro was a problem. Damn. Bro was a problem.
Munchie continued his rampage, allegedly shooting up the 40s weekly. With how active Munchie was, it was inevitable that he made frequent trips in and out of jail. But there's one infamous rumor hanging over Munchie B, like a dark cloud, from one of those times he was in the county jail. Allegedly, 4 Leaf and a few other Rolling 40 Crips caught Munchie B in the court tank, squabbled him down, KOing him. They then dragged him to the corner and allegedly proceeded to put peanut butter in his booty hole. For context, in the county jail, peanut butter is put on pastries, honey buns, danishes, cinnamon rolls, etc. This was the 40's sadistic way of exposing Munchie B as sweet, soft. There's talk that a broomstick was involved in the fiasco, but allegedly peanut butter was definitely involved in the mix. Nipsey even tweeted about the incident.
Get out of here, bruh. K-Daddy, what happened to Munchie B? Oh, alright, don't be next. That's crazy. So they really doing that in jail, bruh. That's one of the most. Bro, I couldn't even imagine. Bro was so bad, he was so crazy that they KO'd him. And he wanted to make him look bad so bad that they put peanut butter in his butt. They took a broomstick, bro. That's crazy, man. Wow.
It's alleged Munchie turned up super after he got out of jail.
I bet.
Allegedly, 3 Crips got knocked down, 2 Rolling 40s, and 1 Rolling 60. This is all alleged in rumors that floated around LA during that time. Munchie has been shot on 6 different occasions, but it'd be one bullet in particular that would be life-changing for him. One day in 2012, Munchie was driving down Imperial in his personal car. This was a car that he never did dirt in, and was more low-key. One that he would ride with his family and kids. All tense, a car that his enemies wouldn't recognize easily. As he pulls up to Imperial and San Pedro, another car pulls up alongside. As soon as the light turns green, that car starts dumping on Munchie's vehicle, lighting it up with bullets. Only 1 bullet struck Munchie, but got him right in the temple. It immediately went black for him, and he crashed into some railroad tracks. Unfortunately, his optic nerve was severed from that bullet, causing Munchie to lose his eyesight. When word spread that Munchie got shot in the head, the Crips were rejoicing, and multiple parties were thrown to celebrate because they thought he was dead. Ghost from Legend Crips went as far as to say he joined whatever said killed Munchie. Members from the 40s and the 60s were infuriated when they found out that he had pulled through. But if you kept your ear to the streets, you may have heard that it was actually someone within his own gang that was behind the shooting. Munchie's from the 9 Deuce clique of the Inglewood families. Rumors have floated that the gunman was actually an older member from the 77th Street clique. Fast forward to 2016, Munchie's close homie Red Bull was murdered at a pajama party in Carson.
1 man is shot and killed, 2 others wounded in a shooting in Carson.
Yeah, this happened just before midnight during a party in the 100 block of West Victoria Street. Eyewitness News reporter Jade Hernandez live at the scene with the very latest for us. Jade.
Well, when we pulled up, Victorian Main was blocked off and still is right now. The shooting, we understand, happened where these balloons are tied right now. I spoke to 2 women actually when we pulled up, and they told me that they were just too scared to talk on camera. But they say that they were at the party when gunfire erupted last night before midnight. They tell me they don't know who was shot and killed or who the other 2 men are who were taken to the hospital. They say this was a birthday party for a woman, and at least 200 people were there. To ensure safety, birthday organizers even hired security, and every person who entered was checked for weapons. But these women told me about 30 young men showed up after the party started and were turned away because they didn't have IDs and some had guns. Something happened in the parking lot, shots were fired, and the next thing that these 2 women told me that they knew was that someone who had been shot in the parking lot ran back into the party.
Drakeo and the sting team would end up going down for the murder. When Drakeo was released in 2020, he aligned himself with the Rolling Hundreds and the 6-0s, who are the Inglewood family's main enemies. He also began dissing Red Bull on various songs and occasions. This further sparked a back and forth feud between Drakeo and the Inglewood families, with Munchie being the frontliner and defending his fallen homie. Things reached new levels when Drakeo dropped Ingleweird, a track that dissed the entire city of Inglewood, which included a shot aimed directly at Munchie. I just dropped 50 on a blind nigga, he ain't see it coming. Meaning that Drakeo put a 50K hit on Munchie B. The night that Drakeo was murdered, Munchie popped a bottle of Hennessy to celebrate. He also let off a series of tweets, letting the public know what was on his mind.
Nip spoke 3 on me, dead Drakeo. Drakeo spoke bad on my name, dead. That's crazy. They out here tweeting. They in here getting in real life and tweeting.
These days, Munchie B is on his OG status. His reputation in the streets has been solidified, and he's regarded as one of the realest. He encourages the youth to stay away from gangs. He says he's not trying to be a role model, but an example. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like.
That's crazy. So bruh's still alive, but bruh blind for the rest of his life. Or can't see very well. That's crazy. Sheesh. I ain't gonna lie, man. I enjoyed this video, bro. Like, thank y'all for putting me on this, man. Thank y'all for putting me on this, man. I ain't know nothing about that. I'm really green when it comes to the whole California lifestyle and all that. I've been out there plenty of times, but as far as like California, like, they damn, bro, y'all out here get down for real, for real. Like I said, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button, comment what else you want me to react to, and I'll go ahead and get to that ASAP. And if you're new, also make sure you subscribe. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Tony Racks, Racks Media. Get your racks up. Let's get it.